probably 30 people with over a 6-month period. And so decided within 6 months to become a consultant. After the consultant that I had told me what she was making, I had no clue and I didn't really care. I just knew I loved the products. So after becoming a consultant, I had finished my schooling and started working for a dermatologist, and then worked my way up in the past 40 years. And I've been an office manager for a plastic surgeon for the past 15 years. So I've sponsored my plastic surgeon. She is a real Jafra fan. She's had other products that are very expensive, do maybe a good job, but when she tried Jafra, and herself, she has sensitive skin, tried Jafra, she said, I remember her coming into work and saying, my skin loves this product. So I sponsored her, and that was about, I think, 8 years ago. And so she is also a Jafra consultant. And anyways, long story short, you know, we do things separately, but I just, you know, I'll be selling Jafra till I die. So I love the products.
Debbie lives in the Cleveland, Ohio area. So she's, you know, there are top plastic surgeons in that area. So she's in a pretty medically well-known background area. So when she says she works for the leading plastic surgeon, you know, she knows her stuff. And Debbie, one thing you've always told me is how much the other products that you used to sell, you sell in your office. What are some of the pricing on that women are?
Well, actually, she stopped. So we used to sell other products, and there was one serum that actually was $270. There was another surgeon that I worked for from 2000 until 2013, and then she retired, and the new one took over. The first one that left in 2013, she loved Jafra as well, but she wanted to give her patients a choice, so she kept other products. This surgeon says, you know, what happened was we get the other products in and they expire within 2 years, and no one wants those products that cost that money. So we have very few that want to pay that much. And what happens is they're using, you know, she introduces them to Jafra products and they love them. And I'm just thinking of the Defy serum is so comparable to this serum that is $270. Like, it's so, I would say that $270 serum is no better than our serum. Our Defy is phenomenal. And I didn't think that Jafra could come out with anything better than the Revitalized, but this is actually, I beyond words. I have so many people raving about it that I'm actually now thinking, the way everybody's talking about it to me, I'm actually going to start, and I got this actually from work. So we actually have people put in tickets. So if you put a review on my site, you get a ticket for every review that you put on my site. And I'm not telling you what to put there. You put what you want. But at the end of the month, we give away a product at work. And I'm going to start doing that because the way people are raving about it, they definitely need to tell others. So I sold like 6 of the Defy sets immediately. So anyways, that's why I wanted to talk to you about Defy tonight, because I don't know if anyone has tried it, you know, used it.
We're all using it, Debbie. We are all using Defy.
You're all using it. Okay. Okay. So
and
the
Debbie,
thing is, it's so simple.
Interrupt just a minute. Would you tell your age, please?
61.
Yeah. Doesn't she look fabulous for 61? I wish you could see her in person. I mean,
so
she is a walking advertisement. She looks like she's in her 30s. When you meet Debbie at conference, you'll think she's in her 30s, really. Okay, go ahead, Debbie. I'm sorry.
So I have been using Jafra since I was 19. 19 is when I started using Jafra, and I have 4 children, and every time I went to the hospital to have a child, I made sure my royal jelly was right there. That's how obsessed I am. So I don't, and one thing I do, and I remember back when Jan Day, the days of Jan Day, I went to like a seminar, and they talked about how if you go to to bed with your makeup on, how it ages you like 7 days. So I do not go to bed with makeup on. I clean my makeup off at night.
Always.
I just do. I can't sleep if I have makeup on. I have to get up. It's sort of like, you know, not brushing your teeth or something. I can't do it. So
okay, Debbie,
it's just,
tell us on Defy. Tell us, why do we want to be using Defy? Why is this product so great?
gosh, so it is, so first of all, well, I don't know if you guys were on one, if you all saw one of the meetings about how like the global anti-aging market and how it's growing at an 8% rate, and everybody's buying online right now. I just talked to someone earlier tonight and she said every friend she knows is buying online. And 14.5% of the people that are buying are 65 or older, and 16% are 55 or older. Well, the Defy is made, you know, it's made for all skin types, but especially for those who have been through menopause. And let me just grab my notes here. So because as we go through menopause, which I have, you know, you have all these dramatic changes in your skin, and the estrogen levels plummet. It's responsible for collagen production. The estrogen is, so your collagen production decreases. Your hydration level drops. It affects the skin barriers. You have, you know, becomes more fragile. You have can have sensitive skin, redness, and all these other things. So the Defy addresses all of this. And just the way, like, when I was reading all of this and doing the training on Defy, I thought, well, you know, we'll see when I get this. I'm going to see how it is. And within 4 days, I was amazed. And it's funny because everyone that has purchased the Defy for me, our nurse practitioner at work, we have an esthetician at work, and then even my clients, they have been emailing me and saying, I can't believe the difference in my skin in just a couple of days. One person said, I've had crepiness under my eyes. The crepiness is gone. I wake up in the morning and there's no crepiness anymore. So they're just raving about it. But what it does, it addresses skin, and I'm sure y'all know that it addresses this 10 signs of aging, which I'll go through, is the deep lines and wrinkles, which I believe our only other product that did that was the gold nighttime. So anybody that you have using the gold, I would switch over to Defy. So, and you know, Jafra was telling us about all the things that Defy has, so that our Pro, Jafra Pro, and our gold does not have. It's for deep lines and wrinkles, the loss of volume, hollowness, the loss of elasticity, sagginess, crepiness, dryness, enlarged pores, which I was concerned about because sometimes I think I get enlarged pores, and I was using the vitamin A, but this is for enlarged pores as well. Uneven tone, dullness, and then the skin barrier. It protects against the, you know, the future signs of aging. So the Jafra Defy like really has it all. So Jafra says that it's a game-changing, holistic approach to caring for mature skin, and it is incredible. I go up to my husband, he laughs at me, but I mean he agrees. I said, look how smooth my skin is. I thought my skin was smooth before, but it is so smooth now. Just with using the, and with what I love about it is, I mean, everything that's in it, yes, but it's 4 products, 4 minutes, and that's it. It is so simple. And I've had so many people tell me, well, you know, I was confused with using this and that and the other, and they love this because it is so simple. The only product that I do not use every day, and maybe I should, is the Protect, which is the multi-performance, because I do not, you know, if I'm not going out, I don't use it. I just use the hydrator. I absolutely love the hydrator, so I just use that. So I do not use the protector every day, but the other 4 products I use every morning and every night. So I'm just going to go through.
Does the protector? I know the protector has the sunscreen, but does the other one have the sunscreen in it?
No, it does not.
So you're not, so for me in Arizona, this one's the most important one, isn't it?
Yes.
That one, because I've got to
Yes.
have protector on. Okay.
Mhm. Yes, so if I'm not going out, I don't use that one. But what I do love about it as well is that, so they've taken, I love RJX. RJX is, the best. But they've taken RJX to a higher level, and they've added the royal jelly oil to it, which is only 5% of the royal jelly is the oil, and they've added the white truffle extract. So it moisturizes up to 24 hours. It is like the best of the best. It's a patented formula, and it's precision based. So it works when and where it's supposed to. It is just so powerful to keep your skin looking young. So it's got the micro-encapsulated formula that allows the targeted delivery of the royal jelly to your skin. Talking about that, it strengthens the skin surface, it supercharges the skin with moisture, and it restores the elasticity, the clarity, boosts radiance. It just does everything. I mean, in all the years I've been with Jafra, it's like, this is the best thing Jafra has ever. I'm so psyched, and the reason why I'm so psyched is because I see what it's doing to everybody. So for those people, especially that are my age, or even 50, or have dry skin, in an area that they have dry skin, or they've been through menopause, I'm just like totally recommending Defy. Well, I was going to get into something else, but let me finish this first. So the moisture care is 24 hours, and it's clinically proven to increase hydration. The product that's in it, the fermented, I think it's the hyaluronic acid, holds up to 1,000 times its weight in water, and the sodium PCA hydrates and seals in the moisture with a breathable film, but it hydrates the skin like 100%. And then it goes through, I mean, every product does its own thing. Like the serum, it plumps, it visibly restores volume, luminosity, contours, just, it's like a whole slew of things, each product. And it multiple functions. So, and the cleanser is amazing. I love the cleanser. It is so creamy yet non-greasy. Like I think it's hard to explain to people, because it's you put it on, I wipe it off with a warm washcloth, and your skin is so soft, but yet it's not greasy. It's not greasy at all. So anyone that has gone, like I have had clients that have went through the change, that have had oily skin, I could see where it would not hurt them at all, because it's not greasy at all. And it's non-comedogenic. So, it's for advanced signs of aging. I mean, it's gonna, and when they say that it makes you look 10 years younger, I like totally believe it, because of everything that it does.
What does Debbie, what does non-comedogenic, I'm gonna have to turn microphone. Everybody turn your microphone off unless you have a question that you want to ask. Debbie, what is non-comedogenic?
Comedogenic, so it will not block your pores.
Oh, that's what it
So
means.
if you're susceptible to acne, if you've had problems with that, I mean, I had one client that she was going through the change, and she just tried everything. She would have grease on her pillow at night. She was so oily, but so it will not block your pores.
Okay.
But the peptides that are in there, Jafra has a patented formula on their peptides as well that are in that, the Defy. So it is intensive care for the skin. It just, I mean, everything that in there, it just does not stop.
So how are you going to convince your clients to leave the gold and the RJX and go over to this? What are you doing to to make?
Well, I'm telling them that all of the products are for deep lines and wrinkles. I'm telling them that that it addresses 10 skin issues, and going through all of them with those. I'm telling, it has instant benefits and it has long-term benefits. So it really has everything in one, and it is so simple to use. So it's really more advanced than our gold. It's a more advanced formula. It's a patented formula. It's like I said, it's instant and it's long term, but it has but these products all have a reduction in deep lines and wrinkles, where the gold, the only product that does that is the nighttime. The other products don't.
I did not know that.
Yes, that's the only Jafra product that does it. But if you read,
And then the 24-hour moisturizer, aren't we? This is the first time we've had a 24-hour moisturizer.
right. And this has more royal jelly in it than any other Jafra product. I don't know if y'all know that, but it has more royal jelly in it than any other Jafra product. And the eye instantly reduces lines and wrinkles, and it is an intensive cooling gel. It contours, it smooths crepiness, sagginess, reduces bags, dark circles, crow's feet. It brightens, and it has a flexible matrix that visibly lifts and reduces the lines. It's made with the CO. So 9 out of 10 people that used it visibly had, I think there was like 96% or something improvement in their 8-week study. And they also did like an ultrasound magnet study of the skin, which showed so much improvement. So the eye is just amazing. I mean, I thought the Revitalize was great, but this is just beyond anything that I
see Jafra eventually going to this. I mean, maybe the RJX, but I do see the gold, and I see the other lines all diminishing. I see them going away. I see no reason why Jafra shouldn't really, every client, except, well, I shouldn't say that, because the boost is good for the younger skin. But I just see that if you could convert your clients over, this would simplify your business so much.
Yes, it does. It really would. And that is what everybody likes about it as well, because everybody that I talked to said, you know, it was getting a little complicated for me. And I was like, should I use the A? Should I use the E? Should I use the C? You know, and then the retinol, should I add the retinol to it? And, you know, this is so simple. This is so simple.
And I am going to ask Judith when we have her on the call this week. I still have it written down that I'm to ask if they are going to come out with the enrollment so that you can have these products auto shipped to you like they did with the royal jelly. Do you know, Evelyn? Have you heard anything? No, you haven't seen.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, well, that's one of the questions that I want to ask. So Debbie, how are you using these samplers? Which one are you using, and what are you doing to promote this?
Okay, and let me also, Vicki, just what was I going to say? Oh, so I am recommending the volcanic mask with it as well.
Yes.
So that's the other product that I am recommending still, because you want to exfoliate. So that is, I'm using
microdermabrasion. Are you
correct.
alternating, or do you feel like this mask is better, or what are you thinking?
The volcanic mask is phenomenal. It really is. I mean, I feel like, you know, the most recent products that Jafra has brought out, they are top notch. Yeah. They are the best. And this volcanic mask is phenomenal. Yeah. So, I mean, the microdermabrasion is good, don't get me wrong, but the volcanic mask, I sell so much of that. It works so well. It works so well.
Tool? Are you using a tool with it at all? Or do you use the finger? Just the fingers work?
Yeah. But so this is what actually I'm just starting this week to do, is I'm purchasing because of Corona, I'm having Zoom parties. So I am getting my parties together, getting my hostess, and then if they want it so that they can feel it, try it I'm getting my hostesses together, and then I have purchased ahead of time the $5 sets.
Yeah, the
So
$5.
what I'm doing is charging, so I'm charging $10 for the set and saying join our party for $10, and we're doing it together. So I'm going through the party and we're all going to put it on together. They can try the product while we're on Zoom, and we can all be together and still try the product together. We're just not in the same room.
Yeah, that's
So
what
they can have the product ahead of time. I will send it out to them.
Okay, let me interject right here. If for some reason Zoom turns this off at 5:40, I'll have to find it. I should never be turned off, but just, it did the other night. It has never done that before. But if that happens, then I think, do I have to give another code number? Do I have to do another password to all of you? I don't know.
You have to make you just have to do a meeting and say you want to do it now with a password.
What we'll do is we'll just continue next Monday night at the same time, and we'll have even more people on, and I'll have Debbie continue with it. If that should happen, okay, I'm just warning you, we're going to say good night, and we got cut off, and I have to go to Zoom and find out why they're doing that, because I do pay for my subscription and they should give me. So I'm just going to say that right now. If that should happen, we'll continue next Monday night. But if it doesn't, then we'll continue talking about these products. Go ahead, Debbie.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing, and I want to do, online classes. I have, honestly, my business has picked up so much in the past 3 weeks with this going on, and I'm you make you take lemons and you make lemonade. So it's forced us to be on Zoom. I actually have consultants all over the country, so I'm seeing people that I've never even seen. I've talked to them on the phone, I've emailed them. So this is really cool because I'm seeing people, like I said, that I've never seen. And just to get together in this way, I think it's great.
Well, and it's forced us to,
exactly.
Could Defy have come out at any better time? Could Jafra have had their convention at any better time to introduce it all? And then all of a sudden, think of all the companies that have spent millions on their conventions and can't have them. Mm-hmm. We had ours at the most perfect time. Then we set ourselves up with Defy, and then the English division is ready with Zoom in place and WhatsApp, all these things going on. So I know I don't have to lecture anybody about WhatsApp or I have to on Zoom, but it's definitely forced me out of my shell. No doubt about it, because that all of you know that I was retired, but I'm kind of like coming back. And this is a lot of fun. So I have to say that I'm back here again and enjoying this. So Debbie, let me ask you, I just need to ask you a few things. First of all, tell us your skincare. What are some of your favorite products? What are some of the things that you use on your skin that you're just crazy about?
Well, I've been using the Defy and the volcanic mask. Until I started using Defy the past 3 weeks, I do love the vitamin. If you have somebody on the Revitalize, the vitamin serums, I sell tons of the vitamin serums. The A and the E are my favorite. I guess I don't have a lot of brown spots. That's why I don't say C. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of brown spots.
Yeah.
But the
that's because you're just not in the sun ever.
I just love it. Well, I've always had Jafra sunscreen on. So, but the A and the E, the vitamin serums, I sell a ton of those. They are the best.
You do, because are you going to still use the vitamin serums with the Defy? Do we need to use vitamin serums if we?
Well, I don't know, Vickie. So I'm not. What I did is I had a little bit of E left, and I used it. So I've used it up, and I'm gonna play it by ear and see, because I feel like everything is in Defy that we need.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean,
so I don't think we need that, and I'm not using it right now. And my skin is great.
Yeah, so, it is. And so's mine. Mine's better than here it is. I haven't put any creams on all day, and my skin is still moist.
Right. Me too. So, but for my who are using the Revitalize, I still the vitamin serums are great. And the royal jelly milk, the cleanser, I sell a ton of that. That is absolutely one of my favorites as well. So definitely the revitalized line is still
Okay, so what are we going to do? Because royal jelly has always been, you know, the cream de la cream. Royal jelly is everything. We have our royal jelly advanced formula. We have our original. We have people still saying, whenever the original comes out, I've got to have it. I mean, I just feel like Defy is loaded with royal jelly. Why in the world? I'm just being the devil's advocate, I might say. Why are we promoting royal jelly when we have the Defy?
Well, and the Defy does have more royal jelly in than any other Jafra product, and Jafra will tell you that. So there are still people that are going to want to use royal jelly.
Right.
And I mean, I have someone who, you know, I still give a free royal jelly for every $350 in orders. I've done that. You know, I started that when I became a consultant in 81. Back then it was like $100, and it gradually has went up. So now I do it every $350. I give them either a royal jelly milk balm or a longevity. But so I still have people that want to use it. And I do have one with Defy that will still use it, but
it just came out, so we really don't know how.
I think we don't.
We don't know how the advanced. Does anyone on the call have any feelings on this? Are you feeling passionate enough to join in and say something? Have you thought about this? That royal jelly has always been our cream de la cream. It's always been, and now we have products that surpass royal jelly.
So, Vickie, I look at it differently. I don't look at, am I going to use royal jelly or I'm going to use Defy? I look at it, I'm going to use Defy that is full of royal jelly.
Right.
So
Right.
It's not even, so why would I use the other royal jelly when I already have the most amount of royal jelly in here?
Wow, Evelyn, that's so well said. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So Jafra's going to have to look at that, because, you know, when they put the royal jelly, the 3.3 ounce bottle out there, you know, everybody goes crazy and orders their $400 and, you know, all these things. But I think we're not going to be able to have that leverage eventually. I don't know. I guess there will always be people that are my age.
Yes.
Going to be
Vickie,
say royal jelly is everything.
I think there will always be people who are using Boost, who are using the other formulas, the other regimens, that will always want that royal jelly. So
until Jafra discontinues it.
But that's the thing. All the other lines also, I mean, every line, if you look at it, it's royal jelly Boost, it's royal jelly men's line, royal men, it's the royal jelly Luna Bright. Every single product has royal jelly. The only reason I feel that you would need that royal jelly is for those who are on the gold line, because that does not have any royal jelly at all.
Right.
Other than that, you don't need to use royal jelly. It all has royal jelly in it. It's all there.
Yeah, you can see how we are going to the royal jelly company, huh, Darely? It's like we've watched it happen, haven't we? We've watched all of the products now. We've got the lines that are all. So we still have a place for Boost. We still have a place for Luna Bright. You know, those products, I can see that, you know, if you have a lot of dark spots on your skin, you know, but the Defy also has an action where it's going to take away the dark spots. So it has the ability to do that. Am I right?
You're right. The question that you need to have with your clients is, what's your skin concern?
Yes, yes.
And because it's not about age whatsoever. It's what are they trying to target? And if the target is the sunspots or age spots or whatever you want to call them, or, you know, pigmentation issues, then you want to lead them towards the Luna Bright. Although, to be honest, I haven't seen a big difference with Luna Bright. I end up having to put them on vitamin C. If they're one to address anti-aging, now, of course, now we have the Defy, but maybe the Defy price point is too much for some people. So now they've got a little bit, you know, they got some decisions they make, some alternatives for them. So what I've told my clients that are currently on the revitalized line, I said, well, as you're running out of your product, let's replace them with Defy. Because when they first look at that price point, they're like, oh, you know, it's kind of taken back. But I said, you know what? You're already on the system. We will one by one change them out. So when you're out of the cleanser, you're going to go to the Defy cleanser. And then you're never going to be out of everything at the same time. So it just is a better rollover flow for them.
Right. And then also anyone that it is a problem with the price, and then they say, well, it is too much, then that's when you need to talk about them coming in and at least saving 30%. You know, I mean, that's really, to me, would be where it kicked in. So I've got a question, Teresa, Evelyn, Debbie, I'm going to ask both of you. Teresa feels like it's too much for her skin, too much of a moist feeling, right, Teresa? You can come
yes,
in.
Yes, it is too much. Well, I shouldn't say too much. It's very rich. So I have kind of really cut back. But I think it's an excellent program. And then going on to what Debbie and Evelyn are saying, I do think that the Defy is actually the cream of the crop. It's the top of the line. Those other lines, Boost, the other ones, the Revitalize, I still love it. I do think they need to be there. I think the difference, Vickie, is that the Defy is the top and it's all exclusive. So, Debbie, is it true then they have the alpha hydroxy and the retinol in the Defy?
Well, it's got the hyaluronic acid, which is
Right.
probably better than the alpha hydroxy, I would say,
Okay.
and would work comparable to the retinol. But I'm just, when you say it's too rich, Teresa, I did notice with the Defy, you just use a tiny, tiny bit. Like I am using less of the Defy than I was using when I was using Revitalize.
So yes, that you know,
You notice it goes a long way.
Yes, it goes a very long way, and I probably was using a little bit too much at first. I really have cut back. When it comes to the clean your face type stuff, and you guys are saying that's all rich, it's just a little bit too much for me. I feel like I have a coating on my face, and yes, I've been taking it off with a warm, wet washcloth, but it's just a bit too much.
And Teresa, even after you do it with the warm washcloth, maybe even splashing your face with water may help. Okay, but here's what I tell my clients too. Sometimes, you know, it's one of those things, you know, it works for 9 out of 10 people, and you could be one person. It's no different when you go to your doctor, they give you a prescription and it works for everybody, but it doesn't quite work for you. Which is why I love the fact that Jafra gives us the freedom to be you. You have so many different alternatives. So if that's not the one that works for you, then Revitalize. Or maybe there's some products with Defy that works that you can use, but then others you may have to kind of intertwine with Revitalize. And it's okay to intertwine all of the products together. If there's certain concerns that say someone's using Defy and maybe in the climate that they're living in, or even their own body chemistry, maybe that still need that extra hydration, then put them on the vitamin E as well. Or if they still have issues with some pigmentation issues, you can let them use either the vitamin C, which would be my recommendation, but also there's the Luna Bright Serum. So all of these products are able to work together because they all not only have royal jelly. Here's the other thing that's better than the original royal jelly. I said it has RJX. So now you've got more precision, more power, and more potency than ever before. So you are able to intertwine the different systems and just continue to work with it and see which works best for you.
Right. And like I said, both of them are really good. When it comes to the Revitalize line or the longevity line, I don't use the E because it's just too much for me. But I do like the serum. I do think it's a good quality, very good, and I'm still working with them.
Do we have any questions for Debbie?
I do, but I think she's gone.
No.
So the question,
Oh, she did. Lee, she'll come back in. She'll come
But,
back in.
but maybe you guys heard, she commented when she was introducing herself that Jan Day had told her that if you don't wash your face at nighttime, it increases aging.
Yeah,
What was it, by 7
By-
years?
No, a week. I think she said 7 days.
Wow.
She said-
I didn't hear the number.
I didn't hear years. I thought I heard days. Did I hear it
Days,
wrong?
okay. I wasn't sure, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, and that is true. It ages your skin if you don't clean it. Especially, it really, really is hard on your eyes if you go to bed with mascara on. That is just forbidden.
Right, but what was the magic number? Was it 7 days then, Vickie?
was
I'll
7
find
days.
out. I thought I heard that too. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out. I don't know why I'm trying to see if she's trying to come back in. She got cut off, but I. Okay, do we have any other questions? Or what are we doing? What are we doing to get this product out to everyone?
Oh yeah. Then is it Dylan? How do you pronounce that? Delan says the sunscreen needs to be removed on a daily basis, right? So which is why we always have to make sure that we're cleansing at night as well. And there's one other thing another comment I wanted to make about the sunscreen, because Debbie was talking about how she doesn't use it in the daytime, and I wanted to comment to her that the sunscreen that we have, all the sunscreens with all the new products except for Revitalize, because that came out first, it has the blue light filtration there. So it's helping you when you're on the screens, whether you're on your computer screens or your tablets or your cell phone.
Yes.
Yeah. So you still want to use it even though you feel like you're not going outside, or even fluorescent lighting that you're around. So it's so important to still have that extra barrier.
Yeah, and we're on the computer a lot. But our foundation also has the sunscreen protection. So
it does, but it's the difference between sunscreen protection and then having that blue light filtration ingredient.
Did you know about blue light filtration? I didn't.
Boost was the first one, I think, that came out with that.
Oh,
it's in all of them except for Revitalize, because that one was out first, and I think they're going to remake that at some point.
Okay, with the blue light filtration. Oh, that is good. That's good. Okay, so do we have anything that I'm just?
I have something. When I use the sunscreen and I'll go outside, I still get sunburned. Why?
Huh?
I mean, I have to put on. I mean, I go out and I don't know why, but I always come back in and I'm pink.
That is something.
So I've not been sold on the sunscreens.
So how long are you out? Are you reapplying? Because they say it's like reapply every 2 hours.
Well, if I go out for an hour to do yard work and then come back in,
You're burnt, huh?
yeah. I mean, I'm pink. Yeah.
Wow.
So I've never ever been real set on the sunscreens, except for the old one that was the real thick one. What's it called?
Well, the one in the little bottle, the face sunscreen. It's called Face.
Right, the Protection 40. Yeah.
Yeah, because I went skiing all day and I did not get any kind of red, and that
Yeah, I don't know
snow
why,
is like.
but I just have not been. I'll go outside and I come back in, and it's just like, it's just not. I don't know.
Which one are you using?
I've tried all of them, and like I said, the 40 is the only one. The real one.
Okay. Huh. I would think the 50 would do it.
Well, that one does, but I mean the ones that come with the sets, I just haven't been real sold on them.
Right, but I mean, like, so Defy and Revitalize, they're both 50, SPF 50.
But they're not thick like the other one. Like you said, I wonder if it's just how thick it is.
I guess so.
So, anyway.
Again, that 9 out of 10, right?
Right.
And Delan said, you've got redhead. She's a redhead, so you know. All right, this one here is. You all know about this. I know you do, but I think this book catalog is like my reference book. I mean, you know, when you go to place an order, you go in here to say, do we still make it? Is it still available? And then I want to tell you, I was really bummed today, you guys, because I went in to order out of our catalog. I went in to order the matte lipstick that's on special, and they're out of them. How can they be out of something at the beginning of the month?
So Vickie, also just keep in mind that you do need to check back regularly, because even though they are out, I've noticed later on, a few days later, a week later, they will restock it. So yeah.
I am so crazy about this red ginger. So then I went in, and when I went in to order it, it doesn't give you the names of the ones to choose. Were they saying it all three were $9? No, it's $9 each. But how do I figure out? It doesn't even tell you if it's red ginger. But that didn't matter, because when I went in and guessed which one it was, then when I checked out, it said they're gone. So I need to go back in and just see if they come back on. Who in the world could? It makes me wonder who in the world would order that many that bang, it's gone. And that makes me pop up and think eBay. I'm sorry, but it makes me think somebody ordered the whole inventory for eBay. Isn't that terrible? My mind's in the gutter. What's Deland saying? She's saying to everyone.
People who bought the toilet
She
paper.
said the same people that bought all the toilet paper. Right.
From top to bottom, right?
Oh, Deland, that was so good. But anyways, I was really bummed when and Emily never responded to me. She never came back and said anything. But I'm going to just tell you, I'm going to repeat it one more time. You need to get this word out, because this is going to be gone. The 3 for $20. It's going to be gone.
Oh,
Yes, yes. Order now, guys, because they aren't going to last long.
No, it's not going to last long. And you think about all the people, the neighbors and the friends right now that you'd like to reach out to and say, I'm thinking about you. Well, for $3.33, I can give a really nice gift and say, I'm thinking about you. Keep your hands, moist after you're washing all day. Keep your lips, come on. But the best one is the Extra Care Precious Protein. That product is golden. My daughter told me the other day, she said that product, and she watches, she said, Mom, that's the best eye makeup for lines and wrinkles. I don't know why, but she's very hard to please. But she said, I can look in the mirror and put it on my eyes at night, and in the morning, I don't have the lines and wrinkles. Now, I don't get it. But anyways, that's what
And she's using what?
That Extra
Care eye cream. And she's used Jafra her whole life, but she swears that is the best thing for lines and wrinkles.
It is the original eye cream.
I know.
Yeah.
She goes, Mom, this little cream right here, I used it on my eyes, and I cannot believe the difference that it's making on my lines and whatever, because she doesn't have very many, but she just said she could really see a difference. So I don't know. And
So another thing I like to use that specific product for is if you have any cuts, sores, once they've kind of healed, but you don't want it to scar and you want it to keep moist, instead of putting the Neosporin on there, you put this on there and it keeps it moist. I also first put on the Royal Jelly little Solve cream, because it's got the Royal Jelly in it.
Yes.
Then I'll cover it with that extra cream balm just to keep it moist, and it makes it so it heals
and it's
way
great
fast.
It's great on cuticles. Extra Care is really, really good to keep your cuticles moist. It's a great little cream. It goes anywhere you're dry, right? Anywhere you're dry. So, but I'm just saying, you better order it now, and you better tell your team to order those products 3 for $20 now, because they're going to be gone. And I can promise you, especially the Extra Care cream is going to disappear. And then you're going to say, darn, why didn't I get in on that deal? So let your teams know. And I think it's a great one to send out an email on or a text on, right? All right, I'm going to say we're winding up. I'm going to be a guest on, yes.
Okay, the teen set, is it gone?
The what?
The teen set. So I have a consultant who orders the teen set for her girl, or for her grandchildren. And so I said, well, I think we better go to the boost. And she goes, well, tell me about the boost. So I was reading it. It says, we've got, it deals with lines and everything like that. She goes, no. These are 14-year-old kids. She doesn't want to go with the boost. So I bet that's our only choice, right?
At this point.
Okay.
I'm so dearly, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's a big price jump. I know I have quite a few clients too that were on the teen line. I mean, they're young girls, again, like 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's the same deal. And to go from $39 to $62, it's a big jump. So yeah,
I really think, Evelyn, that they're going to come out with one.
I think so too. I think they're revamping, but in the meantime, they have nothing.
I will find out. I'll write that down as a question. Okay, I've got 2 questions. I'll put that down to talk to Judith about it when I have my call with her this week, okay? That's
also,
really good question.
So Deland just said to check to see if it's just out of stock. So
No,
Mama,
well,
No.
you can't find it anywhere. And it's
So-
same thing with the
If it's
acne
not
cream
in
and
here-
the Clarify. And so I said to her, I got the numbers from her old order and I was able to order it. But when I did Jafra Cares, they said, oh yeah, you can still order it, but it's not in any of the books.
right, but
And
what I'm
purple
also
grape-
saying too is you can check the product activity log and it'll tell you if it is actually being discontinued or if they're just out of stock. You guys ever use that?
I don't think
Is
I
it-
saw that it was being
remember in February, they mentioned, I think you had only 10 days to order it. February 1st to the 10th was the deadline to order. So I called my clients and I told them that, this is it. You're only by the 10th, we won't have it anymore. It's not available. But at that time, it was also, if you look at it, that's conference time. So I was really thinking at conference, they were going to bring out a teen line. I knew they said 2, at the last conference, they said 2 skincare lines were coming. And so I thought, well, this will be the other line, but they didn't come out with, so far they've only come out with 1, the Defy. So I don't know if the teen line's coming. I don't know. We do need something for that age group.
Well, we do. I know it's coming, Daryl.
Yeah.
I mean, Jafra just can't leave them out. That's all there is to it. Can't be left out. I'm sure it's on the table. But again, I'll find out. Okay, I'll find out.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to say goodnight. We've got an hour, and I thank you for being with us. This was a very, very wonderful, motivating call. And Evelyn, I'll see you at 5:30. 6:30.
6:30.
I'll see you. I will see you
In 29 minutes.
in 29 minutes. See you guys. Okay, I'll be in touch. I think next Monday night will be a good night, but we'll talk even before then. Thanks for being on the call. Bye, Teresa. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night. Have a good week.